Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode. And man, well, at least for me, this is going to be a pretty special episode. These are actually castings I collect, or in other words, castings that I pretty much will pick up every variation that I do not have if I can afford it. And so I'm not going to go over every variation of each one of these because a lot of them are pretty extensive. So I've got, as usual, I got 10 cars to show you. I'm just making sure I actually grab 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And out of the 10, there are 4 different castings. So the first 3 are going to be VW Bugs. The classic VW Beetle. This is a Larry Wood tooling, or Larry Wood design. This is the Super Chrome series that you're looking at right now. Came out, I believe, in 2007. And there was like 3 waves of the series: the Super Chromes, Flying Customs, and the Lowriders. So this was in the Super Chrome segment, in case you wanted to see what else was in there. There are definitely several variations of this Beetle in the Super Chrome series. I got one to show you here. This one is chrome with flames. The card is very nice and crisp, but you know I'm a loose collector, so let's go ahead and pull it out and take a look. This episode may be by default a little bit longer than other ones, just because we're going to spend a little bit more time, I think, on each car, even though I'm not going to go over a full history of each casting. But this thing is sweet. Glad to have it. Got the flame tampos on the top, on the sides. It is a metal body, metal base. You got smoked glass, black interior, and looks very nice in that chrome color. Very, very cool. Dig it. So there's that Beetle. So that's one of them. That's probably going to be the coolest one of all of them. This is another one. This is from the Artistic License series, which is a mainline sub-series. This one came out in 1998, I believe. Anyway, I'll go ahead and open it up. Again, you get the same. I love this casting because it is a metal body, metal base. I don't think they've made a plastic-based version of this. If I'm wrong, let me know. But here's this one. Pretty wild graphics on it. Definitely took artistic license with this one. It's got like pearlescent white paint, 5-dot wheels. Here's your metal base. Tell Malaysia. And it's a pretty cool little bug. Just it's another variation, so I definitely need to have it. I have, I don't know, probably about 50 different VW Bug variations. Here's another one that I didn't have loose. VW Bug. I believe this was in the Car Keepers set. That would have came out, where's the copyright date on this thing? 2004, so probably 2005. I think if you bought this, you got 10 Car Keepers with it, which are Protecto packs. I believe that's true. I could be totally wrong on that. And I'm pretty sure it's the one with this deco. I know there's a blue one like this too that I also have, but I have it loose. This one's got fancy blister here. So it actually has the inner. So I apologize. So it's actually got that little inner piece. And here it is. So basic wheels on it, black and white, VW Bug. Of course, it's all metal. This one's got clear glass, black interior. Pretty basic looking. HotWheels.com, HotWheelsCollectors.com logo down there. Oh, it does have taillights. That's a nice touch. Headlights on this casting, of course, are part of the base. They pop through the body. Just checking this one for taillights. This one does have taillights too. No, it doesn't. That's just the white reflecting off. Okay. Yep, so no taillights on that one, no taillights on that one. This one does get the taillight treatment, and it gets the special packaging, so that was pretty cool. So there are your first 3 cars for 10 Car Tuesday. We got Volkswagen Beetles. So it's definitely a casting I collect. I'm after any variation of it I do not have. All right, so sticking with German vehicles, here is your Porsche 959. This is collector number 591. It is a stylish supercar, and it's guaranteed for life. This one came out in 1996. This is the variation with the what do you call this wheel? The saw blade wheel or whatever. This one came out with at least two wheel variations that I know of for sure. And this is the saw blade wheel. I think it came out with the same wheels as this one as well, as that car. It could be a third out there, I'm not sure, but very, very basic. You get this pearlescent kind of blue paint or kind of metal flake. It's got a Hot Wheels logo on the back. Absolutely no detail on it anywhere else. And that is all she wrote for that one. So, not the best one. It's actually got a blue interior. It's tough to see through that dark glass, but it does have a blue interior. And there's a variation of it I didn't have loose, so I had to open this one up. Pretty cool. All right, so another one. This one's a lot cooler, in my opinion. It's older. Silver Hot Ones. Number 59, Porsche 959. Number 80. This one, I don't know how much this goes for on eBay. I should probably research these before doing these videos, just so you guys know, in case you're curious. This is, I guess, probably 91. I know this isn't a super, I'm pretty sure it's not a super common variation with these Silver Hot Ones. Car's in decent shape, but does that matter? No, sir. We're going to go ahead and open it anyway before it gets ruined from rolling around in the package. I love Hot Ones wheels because they got a little bit of suspension to them. The axles are thinner. And looks pretty good. Been in the package for a long time. We got a little bit of rub here from the cardboard on both fenders, which will happen with these old cars. Clear glass, silver interior, gray headlights, and those Silver Hot Ones wheels, chrome Hot Ones wheels are pretty cool. So this is a really cool little Porsche 959. I'm glad to add it to my collection, to my loose collection of Porsche 959s. So basically what's happening right now is I'm going through my collection and trying to catalog it. And as a result, I'm finding cars that I have copies of, both loose and carded, and then the ones I have just loose, and then not a carded version, but no loose version. So I want them all in one place, so I'm going to have to just open them all up. So here's Lamborghini Diablo, number 123, blue card. Again, this is 1991 probably. I think I bought this for $5 at some point. Love this Diablo. I have several of these red ones actually, but they're actually from my childhood. I bought them more than once when I was a little kid. I had them more than once when I was a little kid, and they all have some sort of playwear. So this one is a blister pull. So gotta have that blister pull in the collection. Yeah, the tooling itself kind of leaves something to be desired for the Diablo. It's got the Ultra Hot wheels, which is cool. This is all metal construction. This car did get final run eventually, so they will never make it again. They'll never make they made several versions of it, but there won't be any new ones. And here it is in basic red, and I believe this is the first, yeah, this is the first that came out in this basic red color. So very nice to have finally just a mint condition one straight out of the package into the collection. So Lamborghini Diablo. Porsche, sweet. Alright, so sticking with the Diablo, we've got this one here. This is just an oddball variation with those saw blade wheels. Those wheels are super goofy. I don't like them, but it is a variation of the Lamborghini Diablo, so I need it. And this is copyright date 1991. Go ahead and open it. You get your same all metal construction. This one does have a black base. Oh yeah, this is, by the way, this back piece is a separate piece. The plastic wing and rear part. It's got a Hot Wheels logo on the windshield. It is a metal flake, kind of pearlescent looking purple with a purple interior. Kind of your typical stuff you'd see from Hot Wheels in the 90s. You know, purple colors and stuff. Looks like there is an issue with it though. It looks like the rivet pushed up into the body a little bit. So you got that, you can see where the rivet is. Right there. Yeah, that's not too noticeable, and I'm not going to go trying to hunt down another one to replace it just for that little weirdness about it. So, but pretty cool little Viper. There it is. And got one more Viper, and then the last casting is going to be a Countach, so stick around. This one is another blue card Viper. This is the yellow variation. Again, I had a couple of these, but they're all in play with conditions, so it's time to pull out a carded one. There it is. Same as the red one, basically, but it's yellow with red glass, which I'm not a huge fan of the red glass, but whatever. I think it's got a silver interior. It's hard to tell through that red, but I'm pretty sure the interior is silver. There's a look at the ketchup and mustard together there for you. And then you get the purple one there. So pretty cool. I like the Diablo casting. I mean, it's not the best looking casting by any means. It's not like super accurate with the car, but I just like the car, and I had them when I was a kid, and it's got nostalgia for me. Same with that Porsche 959 and of course the Volkswagen Beetle. So pretty cool to have a minty fresh one of these, add to the collection. And then the next two cars, one of these two, this one right here is tough for me to open. We're gonna open that one last. You know, I've been opening a lot of stuff. I opened an Ultra Raw already now that I'm, you know, collecting loose, but for some reason that other one's hard to open, and I'll tell you why in a second. All right, so 1992 is my guess for this one. It's got gold Ultra Hot Wheels. It is red. Lamborghini Countach. Number 232, collector number 232. This casting I definitely dig. Some people say it's a little exaggerated or whatever, but I like this. I like how this looks. It's just, you know, I think it looks great. Loved them when I was a kid. Loved playing with my Countaches. I had a couple of those Hot Wheels as a kid too. So it's got tan interior, of course, metal body, metal base. That paint flake that comes off of the rivet there. Really nice. OP500S Countach. Totally dig it. That is super cool. Super cool in red. Super cool to have it mint. There is a variation of it with silver hot ones out there, which I think I do have. And then this one. This one's a tough one. If you can find it on eBay and you find it cheap, it's probably because someone doesn't know what they have. These are not super common to find with the hood tampo. The more common one would be without the hood tampo. This is the one that's on the 89 card. Yeah, 1989 Hot Wheels. 1989 Collector Series. And it's got the hood Lamborghini tampo. This card, actually, before I just bent it like that, is actually very crispy. So that's why I'm having a hard time actually opening it, because it is the rare variation. It's old, it's from 89. And we're just gonna do it anyway. And I did notice, kind of what set me off on opening it was I noticed it was kind of starting to get a little package wear. And that's why I'm just like, I better get it out of there before that becomes worse. So there's your hood tampo. It's not centered on the car, but still looks all right. And you got your LP500S Countach, your standard kind of livery for it. For Hot Wheels, very dark windshield. It does have an interior though. It's still shit, I believe. Yep, actually the interior is red. You can see it kind of through the wheel well. I don't know if you're going to be able to catch a glimpse of it there. Maybe right there you can. The interior is red, and this thing is sweet. So really cool to have it. It is a rare variation of this Countach. I got that information, by the way, from WTFFOR. Y'all should know who he is and what his channel is about. So if you don't, definitely should check it out. Definitely can see a casting line right here, the tooling. So that's kind of goofy too. Paint can chip easily from those. Also, I should say this Countach has two different tooling variations. There is the one like this, where the wing is actually a separate component. And then there is one like this, where the wing is not a separate component. It's just cast right into the body. So these are actually a tooling variation. And I think they kind of went across years too, where they used both of them in one line, in some of the lines. I think they did anyway. I could be wrong on that too. But if anybody has more information, of course, always let me know in the comments. And there it is. That's going to be your 10-car Tuesday. So we looked at some Lamborghinis. We got the Countach. We got the Diablos. We got the Porsche 959s. A couple of those castings. And we stuck with some more vintage Hot Wheels this time around, which is pretty cool. Got your ever-popular VW Beetles. Lamborghini Diablos, of course. So just a kind of a cool little collection of cars that I collect. Castings that I dig. So there you go. Might do, probably the next episode might be another one of these. We'll see if is it kind of going through the collection and trying to catalog it. That's the other thing. In the comments, maybe you should tell me, how do you catalog your collection? I mean, how do you keep track of what you have and what you don't? I'm kind of starting to do spreadsheets, which is getting a little crazy, but it works. With Google Sheets, you can do it right on on the cloud, so you can see it from anywhere. So that's kind of convenient, but let me know how you catalog yours in the comments. All right, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. As always, have a great day. Thank you for subscribing and all that great stuff, and see you in the next one.